Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to PCM23 Lions episode 23. And this is the Tour of Oman. It is our biggest objective of the entire year. It's our only 4-star objective that we are going to have to navigate. We need to win a stage, and it's a difficult task being that it's a 2 pro level. There's a number of regular sprint stages that are going to make it really complex for us. And yet we've gotten a bit of luck. Stage 1, I looked at the profile and said, no chance at all. Not happening. Quicksim, Gibbons grabs third place. So we've already achieved a partial failure. Anything we do from here on out is going to improve upon that and give us a little bit of hope of something coming from this race. Nice start. First off, we're going to get sidetracked here. A little tangent that we're going off onto. Tour of Antalya, stage 3. It's only 33 kilometers long and it's a big old climb. Two things that I'm trying to do here. I've got a Shimway at the front of the group. My 3 domestiques, I was hoping to get them to take over at the front, but it's looking less and less likely that any of the 3 of them are going to make it up here as they're all struggling. But we're already down to a peloton of just 46 as we go through the KOM. Halfway up the climb, and Bitsimana is done. I'm going to take those 3, set them all to auto, and it looks like Shimway, rightfully, I have decided to have him kind of sit and hold position, seeing how weak those guys are looking. He is now done. De Villiers, I was hoping to be... De Villiers was not supposed to be at the back of this. He was supposed to be at the front of this. They have swapped my order around without my consent. Barhi is our leader. He's the only rider we have with a 70 plus climbing, which means this B team that's at this race is looking pretty inferior to the task at hand. But good chance to see what we can do, and certainly doesn't take long to make it happen. But in the meantime, Shimway is already done, and De Villiers is likewise done. So we're down to just Johannes Dalek and Barhi and 8 riders. 8 riders remain in the group, and 2 of them are our guys that are quite inferior, so we're looking at a very, very small group following none other than Mark Hershey, but his actual mountain rating isn't great either. So Johannes Dalek giving us a chance to hang on for the time being. Put these guys on auto. It's a group of 4. Holy crap. Zingle, who's not great either. This is a chance, folks, but 6K is a long ways to go. How are these guys feeling? Hershey bobbing pretty bad. Zingle's coming through, looking pretty strong. Johannes Dalek keeping us up there, protecting Barhi. And somebody's chased us back, made contact. 5K to go. Oh yeah, coming through. Here comes Shaw, Padoon, Berwick. Those guys are all stronger climbers, and I think this is where the move is about to happen. Johannes Dalek speeding up a little bit to keep up with the uptick in tempo. That's very quickly splitting the group up. Go ahead and hang on here. De Villiers drop now. 26 remain. Barhi hold position. Johannes Dalek protect. And let's gel up. 3.5K. 23 riders remain. Barhi hanging on. Shaw leading out. Seb Berwick. And it looks like he's attacking with 3K to go, but Barhi is just hanging on. Final 17. Can we get a top 10 out of this? 2.5K. Johannes Dalek is maybe giving him a little protection here. 1.9K. The front 4 taken off. Let's follow Van den Bosch. $1.1K. You were supposed to follow Van den Bosch. Why are you continuing to ride on and leave him behind? You got 600 meters. Johannes Dalek. As fast as you can. Grossschartner takes the win. Ahead of Berwick. Ahead of Hershey. How did he still have something left? And old Donnie. And those bonuses are huge. For Mark. But no. He takes 8th. Not bad for our B team. I'll take it. Decent result. Okay, on to the main task, Tour of Oman. The age-old saying of if we didn't have bad luck, we'd have no luck at all is very much the the case today, but I know it's really not true in the grand scheme of things. But we have late in this series have had some really rough draws, and today's no different. Every single member of this team has an objective for this race and has maximum fitness. They all have +2s on their expected race day condition. All of them, every last one of them, has better than 90% building towards a fitness peak, but haven't reached it. So +14 is the expected. What do we end up with? +4? A -10 draw for the day? Makes life a lot tougher. Absolutely. A lot tougher than what it could be. We have 4 riders, still 2 minutes away, not an easy catch with 35k to go. But they've been out there for that whole stage, and it's definitely not been an easy stage, so I have a feeling that it's going to come down fast. In fact, it's already down to a minute and a half. Sprint stage. Yep, looking at that profile. Sprint stage. I like what that's going to do for us, especially when now I see why we finished 3rd on that first stage. There's only 2 good sprinters here. Gibbons is the 3rd best sprinter at this race. Under a minute to those front 4 as we go over the top there with 20k to go. We're going to set ourselves up definitely before that climb, and we are going to push as best we can while setting us up for not 3 sprinters, but just a final 2 sprinters trying to go over the top on that one. Okay, 10k. Time to not only get organized here, but to gel up for our lead out riders of Kudos and Mullebron. Let's gel up for both. They're definitely going to be at the front of this thing. We'll start with that 99, but we will settle in fairly quickly if we get out front. De Villiers is going to be a lead out guy today through this phase, not over the top, as I want Samuels and Zerai, and actually I want De Villiers first. I want De Villiers on the flat, and then use Kudos and Mullebron on the early portion of the climb. Makes more sense, even though he's in a little bit better shape than they are at this point. So all 3 are going to gel up. That should be okay. And then it's going to be, who's the better downhill guy? Oh yeah, Samuels. Here we go, De Villiers getting us to the front. Just 33 seconds to the break means that should be a fairly easy catch. Intermediate sprint, no worries here. De Villiers is managing to get us up there. It's only a 67 flat. Little hill section, but this is not the climb, not yet. As we now descend. Doesn't look like it for the big hills beside you, but we are descending technically right now. So we are out front. Red bar not hurting for anybody behind us, and De Villiers pushes on. 2.6k to the top. Kudos, I do not want Kudos going 99, but we will go what we can handle here. 93, 92. Okay, this is the key to watch, is make sure these guys don't have nothing as we approach the top on this one. Kudos pushing pretty hard. Let's go on to Mullebron and get Kudos to fall to the back. I don't want him to lose time. I was hoping he could do well in the GC, but he's had such a poor draw here. Zerai, wait, 4k, gel. Zerai, we're going to take over right now. LeBron dropped to the back of the group. How's Kudos doing? He's not dropping back too far too fast, so we're okay. As we go over the top, it's now onto the descent. Samuels is the best at it. 3k to go. I need just a little bit of moment for red bar for our sprinters, and then Samuels is going to start sprinting. Zerai is going to start sprinting his as well. 1.2k, and that snuck up fast. Samuels is out front. Can he hang on over the chasing pack? A little bit of a technical finish. A left-hander. Oh, right at the finish line. Samuels has nothing left. Quentin Hermans, the guy who's got the best punch, the best acceleration in the field, and is the 4th best sprinter in the field, ends up being the guy. Of course he was. Pavel Bittner was one of those favorites. Ida Schelling was one of those favorites. Samuels gets 5th. Sarai gets 7th. Casper Asgreen, no idea why he's not rated highly. Gibbons takes 10th. Just couldn't get himself going there. Thought we looked good as we went over the top, but nothing doing, as we got beat by guys who just, were +10 compared to us. And a couple key stats. It's not looking good. We have zero energy whatsoever, so at the moment I'm just pushing 99 to try to keep us ahead for the time being. The breakaway has been one of those things that didn't want to get established today. I wanted to put Gibbons in from the start. Didn't attack. He's got a -2 draw today to continue on with our theme of just not getting great draws. However, overall as a team, it has balanced out. He might have a -4, but he is going to pick up maximum points through that intermediate sprint. Also, picks up 3 seconds. That part doesn't matter. Right now, we're playing for a points jersey potentially for him. Plus 6 points brings him to a total of 44. We are going to have to back off here, though. There are 3 other riders that are away, and it actually appears that they're finally going to be allowed to get away and keep that gap. So it'll become a group of 4 here as we begin that recovery, and it looks like the field is setting up here finally. Coming up on the later part of this stage, we got to be really careful because I need to potentially set up a sprint train. It's a medium mountain stage here. GC, definitely, this is the stage that matters for that one. I put Gibbons in the break here, and he hasn't contributed a whole lot, but here he is with 2.5K to go, and all to play for this sprint as he comes inside 1K. Can he out sprint these guys? He can get maximum points. Nice. And he's very much going to sit up now. He's done working for the day. That puts him in second place in the points classification, but he's still 18 points behind Bittner, who is dominating that classification, and that brings this group back into the peloton. Gibbons will protect Zerai. Blink and red on an 80 already, but we're going to be climbing here in just a moment. 7K to go. 7K to go. Let's take our domestiques and gel up for them. 2 of them will definitely last longer than the other. And an 80 does not seem to be cutting it anymore. We are drifting back much faster than I would like us to, with just 5.5K to go. But it's a steep climb, so you can be overly cautious, drift back too far because it's so short. But you can also push too hard and bonk out much too early. 5K to go. Definitely time to start getting ourselves into a better position than what we have here. So Mullebron is best place right now. Guys are making some progress. We're at 97. Already Gibbons is out the back and a number of other riders. De Villiers is beginning his fade as he's out of red bar. And that's a key thing here. No red bar, going back, plenty of yellow, but it's just high tempo. Kudos. 90, struggling to keep up. Arafane still protecting him. And we've got a front group starting to emerge. Mullebron is there. The other 4 are not, and it's 3K. So what I need to do right now is Arafane needs to go 99. And we need to follow with Kudos. And then Samuels and Zerai. How do we want to do that one? Oh, these guys have been neck and neck. What's there? Oh, no. Mullebron's up there. Samuels and Zerai. Medium Mountain definitely goes to Samuels. So Zerai, get Arafane in between. And Zerai is going to lead the charge just because it's 2.9K. Oh. I just did that backwards, but that's okay. Zerai leading the charge. Samuels, Arafane. Not making it. Red bar was gone in an instant. De Villiers getting dropped. So Zerai, Samuels are going to make it up there with Mullebron. It's up to them. Zerai has given us everything he can. 1.6K. Remaining gel. Mullebron just hanging on. Samuels has a little bit to sprint here. Kudos has a little bit to sprint here. And Mullebron sprinted out the last few meters for just outside of the top 5. He'll score 6th on the stage. Leo Hader takes the win. Right behind Vervecki. Samuels is going to finish well. 11th. Kudos. Can't get a draw. Cannot get a draw. He's got 97% fitness. He's got like 98% of the way towards his fitness peak. 6 Sorry, five of the 7 riders have better than 95% towards their fitness peak, and not one of them has reached it yet. Not one. Gaps were 100% given, though, on this climb, so Mollebron should be firmly in 6th place. Samuels will be on same time, 9, 10, 11. Kudos just over a minute down. Kudos not even showing up in the top 10, but there you go. We got 2 guys in the top 10 as of right now. 6th place, though, not quite where I want to be. I want to crack that top 5 to get that bonus to offset not winning a stage, but 2 guys in the top 10 should get us a plus. There's that confirmation. All these guys almost on their fitness peaks. Today we have a 99.6 for Zerai. Also, that plus 14 is down to a plus 11. We got a few. Just one stage has given us an okay draw. Otherwise, we keep getting poor draws. Mollebron and De Villiers, I don't know if they're the plus 1s or plus 2s that we have of choices, but either way, they've either scored a -4 or a -5 draw on the day as we go and hit the Bauscher Alembat. Not an easy climb on what is supposed to be a sprint day. Can we get everyone to hang on through the climb? There's only a single rider up the road. He's got a near 3-minute advantage. The breakaway was given a hard enough time that 2 riders were dropped. There were 3. So that one rider who has stayed away, who's proved to be the strongest of them, should be awfully tired, and at some phase here is going to lose time rapidly, especially with the difficult climb coming as we turn around, and we're going to come right back up the other way. Absolutely love this profile. It has evolved a bit, and we do need to put a little more effort forth. We are holding our position near the front decently well here. One more time to go on it. And yes, we are starting to come back at him pretty quick. It's suddenly down to a minute and a half. This second time up the climb, and yeah, you can see he's bobbing really bad. But our tempo, not very high right now. It's supposed to be a day for the sprinters, and I don't mind making it one, as we are protecting them well. And Mollebron among those who have that -3, so our guy who's placed in 6th overall, suddenly in a little bit of trouble today. Just over a minute to that guy, and we're coming up 17K from the line. I think I want to train for this one. Protect those guys at the back a little bit better, but not push, just protect essentially, and set ourselves up as we hit the top to then accelerate down the descent and get out front. So Mollebron is going to go into protect mode. He's going to go at the back. We don't want him to be part of this. Airfane is going to be our hopeful lead out. Looks okay. Zerai is looking good. Kudos is looking good. Samuels is okay. And De Villiers is the guy we're going to use up first, even though we're not even we're about to climb, and that's his weakness. So he's going to have to push pretty hard to A, try to get us out front, and B, to keep up some semblance of tempo here. Don't want to push too hard once we get there, though. There you go, backing off. For him, this is not a crazy tempo. It's high for De Villiers, but you can see it's not even hurting the number 2 guy in position here. Now we can go 99 for him and let him continue to do the work, and just keep an eye from the back. See if any groups are coming, and there are a couple riders. Okay. Now we can respond. Still 1K to go to the top. I'd love to get Gibbons some points at the top here, but I'd rather do it at the end of the stage, as that feels more valid, more useful. De Villiers, I don't want him to slow anybody else up, so we'll let him try to hang on to the back of the group. Samuels, there you go. 94, you can see he's going faster and harder, and it's hurting the other not climbers. Zerai, Kudos, they're doing fine. They're going to pick up the points here. We're at the front. That's the top. That's the top, and our sprinters are okay. Even Airfane almost losing contact, but not quite. We've got this descent coming. We're okay. There you go. LeBron, but no De Villiers. So De Villiers, see you later. We just split the field. 7 riders for Vecchi. Only a 67 downhill, though. We absolutely now want to go flat out as long as we can with this, because if we can stay away 43 seconds ahead of everybody else, we only got 1 guy to beat in a sprint. I think we can get Mollebron into the mix. a little bit higher up. And that causes us to lose contact, and I'm okay with that. LeBron. Let those three go off and win it. 6K. Maybe I should take these three in rotation at 99. I think we're headed for a 1-2-3. Now we still have the chance to win the sprint as well. Or any of these guys. Samuels is 53 seconds down, so he's not looking bad. Ooh, 2 riders attacked. 3K. Sarai, sprint. We just made it to the front. We're not beating our own team here. Inside 1K, so kudos. We do take the 1-2-3 finish. Gibbons. Nice. And without using a gel too. I just got a achievement for that one. So 1-2-3 finish with kudos. Samuels, Zerai, Patty Bevan takes 4th place. Never mind what happened on the sprint back there. Once we had that separation and had that one key rider dropped, I had to sacrifice, even though Mulebron was our best place guy. Who's he losing time to? Teammates. That's okay. Losing time to somebody else, we don't want to. He didn't lose any time to anybody who mattered to that portion. And it's a small group, small peloton at the finish, so we'll see if that impacts any of the front runners. And we do have a 31-second gap given, plus time bonuses of 10, 6, and 4 for those guys. And while we don't place well here, there's your separation after Garcia. So how's that GC and how's those points looking after that one? Leo Hayter still leaves. Samuels is up to 4th place. Mulebron drops 1 to 7th. That was from 9th up to 4th, by the way. Kudos. Jumps to 8th place. So I've got 3 guys in the top 10, 1 in the top 5. Make that 4 in the top 10. Zerai also jumps to 10th position. Nice. In the points, though, Gibbons, okay, fine. We missed out on that opportunity of the points jersey by letting that break, that separation continue on. Maybe if we keep them around there, we can get, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it felt too risky to have those guys set up and wait for these guys to try to make contact, or to use these guys up to try to bridge that gap and potentially, make it possible for others to get back in there. Points classification, nothing doing. But yeah, that was nice. It also gave us the stage win that we needed. So we have succeeded in the objective. Plus, we're going to get a bunch of noteworthy bonus points. And stage 6 is just a sprint stage, so we might as well. And 4 guys begin their fitness peak the next day, of course. And then Gibbons goes on and wins the stage. Are you kidding me? All right, well, here we go. 4th, 7th, 8th, and 10th confirmed. Points with the stage win. Gibbons also wins the points jersey. So we get 2 stage wins. We are plastered all over the top 10 of a 2 pro race. We win a green the green points jersey. This has got to be a big boost to our sponsor confidence. Confirmation of the success. And in terms of the noteworthy results, we get 2 pluses, the points classification and the top 5. 4 pluses on the season already. And for the moment, through 3 of our biggest objectives of the entire season, we have a 100% evaluation, though we've been there before. We have another large objective coming up very soon with the Serimana Ciclista International, 2.5 stars, towards the tail end of March. So we've got about a month until that one comes up. Then we've got a bit of a healthy break. We have 5 objectives of 2 stars or less in a row before we get to Mercantor, Slovenia, and now the Österreich Tour instead of last year's race has been replaced in that regard. But Still big objectives at the end of the year, still easily big enough to see our sponsor confidence fall once again. But for the second year running, we've had a very good start to the year, a really good 2-pro showing there, but really not a very deep field competitively was there. Gave us the opportunity, but we come away with a couple victories. Really happy with that result. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.